Hey guys, Southern Comfort here. So we're in between showers in about 20 minutes. We're going to be getting 100% more rain. We're going through this storm and everything is slopping wet. I've kept the chickens shut up because I have babies and I wasn't sure how deep it was going to get. I've seen it deep. Right now, like I said, we're in between showers, so when it comes again, I mean, I've seen the water up to the bellies of the chickens. The garden is the garden. Angel, I hear you. You wet, huh? You see the poultry netting's been blown down. I'm gonna be careful here. The chickens are into the coop. I know they're like, my God, what are you doing to us? I didn't want the babies to get drowned. I wasn't sure how deep it was going to get. Okay, I'm going to let you in just a minute. Okay, hold on. He went out. I'm going to watch this electrical wire down here I haven't gotten straightened out. You know, when it comes to electricity and water, I keep everything electrified around here because of predators. People get rid of their coops and get rid of the chickens and they have problems and say, you know, we lost our flock or half our flock. You've got to make sure that you do everything that you can to make sure that your animals are protected. That's our responsibility. So they'll stay shut up. They got food and water in there. There's light in there. The other coop doesn't have power yet. It's got holes, vents, you know, and I'm not finished with the brown coop yet. With that window inside, oh, I can't even get through here. That window inside it lets in a lot of light, but it blocks out the sun. So yeah, I'm not gonna. It's just about up to my ankle, but this is what we deal with. I've seen it up just about to the top of the board there as they're walking into or top of those bricks as they're walking into the coop. I know my chicken coops are not pretty. I don't go for pretty. I go for what works. And they got up underneath, they can get out of the rain and the sun, and they got the roofs are, one roof is flat, and I know people don't like that, but that shelters the egg box and on the back, and also shelters the door, and it really does work. I'm not finished with this brown one yet. Still got to deal with the wiring. I got a lot more to do there. See, just a lot. I would say halfway done with it. Enough to get them in there. They was hatched out with one of my chickens, and then honestly I had surgery and I was unable to complete it, but I got it to enough before surgery. I got it to enough to where I can get them in there and have them secure. So we're working on that. Right now that is, I might have to get some dirt over here at some point in time. It's just because of the land is sloping. So we're dealing with this storm here. Wind is picking up. You know, this is the first time I've came out here. I put bricks here to block this. I actually rolled down the sides into the greenhouse here. And it also gives its plastic. It's been rolled up the whole entire since March, maybe in February. But we just got tons of water. I wanted to walk out here, see how things are doing. This is right here is like a river coming through here. And I hear a hawk. He's been flying around screaming since yesterday. And the animals will let you know what's fixed to take place. I don't understand his screaming, but he's been flying around screaming. So this water is just like streaming through here. Really streaming. This is just a ditch. And area down here. This is my fruit orchard that I'm still progressing on. But yeah, it's that same hawk. He is just flying around screaming. I'm not sure what the deal is with him. They know when the storms are coming in. I guess it upsets them. Yesterday before the storm rolled in, the wasps were flying around. They were flying around me, and I was like, you know, sometimes you'll get bit because they're just, and they're kind of hysterical. That is a chicken hawk that I'm hearing. I seen him fly by yesterday, just flying around. So this is where I'm eventually I've got to get my vehicles into the back, my tractor and truck and all that. So, and it's getting too low. It doesn't look like it, but it's a hill, and I can barely get past here. So we see it flowing here. That's good that it's flowing on. There'll be tons of limbs and stuff with all this wind. So yep, I'm just coming out here to see, you know, what's going on. Doesn't look like all these little sticks. I mean, they'll be all over the property. I mean, it'll be hard to mow because they'll be everywhere with these trees here. The garden, you know, it looks great. I still haven't gotten any beans. I have string beans. I have large butter beans. I have small butter beans, Mississippi peas, and they've been putting out plenty of blooms. I don't know if it's like a pollinators, but then I've seen the pollinators, and I see one over there. So it's, ooh, I gotta watch for ants. This is when the ants are, you'll step right into them because they're coming up from the surface, from the ground. So, oh, I see some peas, some Mississippi peas right there. That's good. I mean, there's enough bean plants out here for I don't know what. See, the okra's laying all over the place. These are, that's probably about at least 9 foot tall okra, some of it. And so yeah, it's gonna top heavy because I break all my limbs off. And looking at it, I won't be able to get in there. I'll sink right on down. I'm looking to see if I can pick some okra, and I can, but I won't be able to get in there. This is the part, that's why I shut my chickens up. Now the older chickens, you know, when it's raining heavy, that water really is up high. The sweet potatoes are up. I got them out just before the storm came, and I'm so thankful for that. I'm so glad I decided to do that. You know, sometimes you don't plan on doing things and you decide to go ahead and do it. And it was just before blistering because we suddenly got a lot of rain. I didn't know the storm was coming, and I got them up. And there's the pepper plants blowing around. They'll probably be blown over. They need to be tied up, and I didn't get to it. And I said, well, it's late in the season. It's August. And I'm gonna have to go around because there's no way I can get through that unless I have my boots on. I didn't even think about it for some reason. But this is my coops. My babies are in there. I know they hear me. I've got to put a light in that one. I feel bad. They got water and they got water in there, and they turned it over twice. And I've got to, you know, fix it another way. I've got to work it to where I get a system that doesn't happen because they're moving around in there. They're like, I'm ready to get out of here. And then this one's got, I got light in there. So they got their lighting. There's plenty of ventilation at the top the way I build it. And so they got plenty, and they got a little fan in there. So it's a small, just enough to keep that airflow going in there. This one doesn't have the fan yet, and it doesn't have the light yet. So just want to see what's going on in the garden and out here with the chickens, and see if I can open up the coop, see how they're doing, but I don't know. That's why I made sure when it was rolling in yesterday that I could get, you know, they got plenty of food, they got their water, they're good. I know they're chickens, but You know, I don't care what kind of animal it is. You feel like that, you know, you want to make sure they're good. So I'm just so hoping that I'll get some beans. Here comes the rain. They said 20 minutes. This is less than 20 minutes, about 10 minutes. My raised bed gardens, I'm going to be having another one coming in, a smaller one. I think strawberries. And it should be in here. I hope it don't come in through the storm. If it does, it's outside. It won't hurt it. Well, this is it. This is our storm preview. I got to get in. I hope there's not water all over the lens here. Yep, I'm not gonna walk through there right at the moment. One thing is because I got that electrical cord there. Eventually I'll get it like I want. It's a working process, and it's a working process here. And, you know, I do all this by myself, and it takes time. But at least I get something done, and I continue, like the gate, all this deer fencing, the gardening, you know, compost, all this fencing here. You know, no matter what it is, the greenhouse. You know, I do this. Mowing, getting the wood cut up. This is a project right here that I hired somebody to do, and I actually helped him work just as hard as he did, paid him his price, and dealt with him 3 times. He never came back, and this is disappointing because I wanted this done before a hurricane came in to protect. This is a pump, and I'm going through tarps, and this one's gone again, and this is what I'm looking at. This is very disappointing, but at least it's still you gotta watch the ants. Still, it's really disappointing. I mean, half the job is finished. It'd take 1 day. We discussed it. It would take 1 day to finish it. It would take to my tractor, because on the other side of the coop over there, I have the top already built, and it's already, you know, I bought it for $50. Great deal. Metal roof. Everything's ready just about for that. And this is how I got left. Yeah. With my water pump. So, anyways, that's people. But, you know, you try to keep it business, and I'll tell you, I've dealt with lots of people in business, and the people are out for themselves. They don't care who they screw, who they hurt. So this is where we have to keep the faith, and, you know, and keep the bitterness and anger out of the heart, and yeah, you know, I mean, I can get it done, but he knows I'm loaded down with projects. I mean, I'm loaded. That's why I asked him, I said, I want to get this done. I can't get to it. It's been sitting there, and yeah, I keep hearing that honk. It keeps sitting there, and I can't get to it because I'm working. I can list the tons of projects I got going on. And now, so to see this like this is pretty pathetic. 1 day work. 1 day. 1 day. Take my tractor, put the top on, because it's heavy, and just put the walls in the door. Wow. Well, anyways, thanks guys for watching. This video is going too long, and I'll see you on to the next video. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you later.